We don't know 5 years. I think we sometimes even struggle to predict 3 years in advance. If you actually look at it now, we're recording this at the end of January 2023. Let's look back 3 years ago. Oh, yeah, we've got plain sailing. This a month after, it was Feb 2020, crumbs, and it all kicked off from there. So I think making predictions of what will happen 3 years in advance, predictions, this is what will happen, is dangerous. I think we can make educated guesses, and that's what a lot of treasurers do. I think we can predict certain things. Prior to Ukraine and political, everything was plain sailing. Oh, right, we're out of this. And then suddenly this happens. And it's like, whoa, okay, how do we deal with this? It's about being prepared.
Why should we be bothered about fintech? Well, at personal banking level, there's a huge uptake just because it's so easy to open an account. Leveraging a lot of automation, a lot of AI, security is much better than it was 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Cybersecurity is improving. The speed of service, the quality, and the new products coming along, they are getting better all the time. So personal banking level, it's happening now. We cannot go back to bricks and mortar banks. That has started to permeate into the small and medium-sized business sector because fees are generally lower than neobanks. Service, there's less hassle. There's less worry about having to meet your bank advisor every month or two for whatever reason. So it's much more fluid and easy for smaller and mid-sized businesses to have a bank account with a neobank. And I think that's going to continue with the larger companies, that they will see, well, actually, it's much easier to manage these accounts and these relationships.
Let's just reflect on a couple of the bits that have happened. We went through COVID. Everyone then proved they could work from home. Now, as we come out of pandemic and everyone's going, we need to go back in the office. Why? What's the point? Now, there is a point. The point is that you can be more sociable with your colleagues. You can gain through social situations in the office and water cooler moments and things. And then there's a balance. I've said the guys I spoke to in Ireland when I spoke at the Dublin Treasurers Conference, he was like, I get so much more done by working 5 days a week from home. And then we got into a conversation and he said, yeah, but when I was in the office, I looked to my right and I had a 20-year veteran of the company. To my left was a 20-year treasury professional. And he said, yeah, it was actually easier. And when he was being trained up and learning, he wouldn't have traded anything for that. But then he also had the challenge of travel and everything else. So bringing it down to a sort of a micro level to some of the listeners today, I think it's about balance. And I think that's what people need to be thinking about